Matthew 16:24 tells us, "Then said Jesus unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me." 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 11. "Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ." Today we're going to talk about the law of modeling. It says it's hard to improve when you have no one but yourself to follow. The most important personal growth phrase you will ever hear a good leader say to you is "follow me." It's hard to improve if you have no one but yourself to follow. Too many people practice this method and fail miserably. To grow, you must learn from people that are better than you. Following yourself is a sure way toward frustration and eventual plateauing of your personal growth. You must humble yourself enough to ask for help, to listen, to learn from your mentors. Most people who decide to grow personally find their first mentors in the pages of books. But at some point, you must find personal models also. If you follow only yourself, you will find yourself going in circles. Daily reading is probably the number one characteristic of successful people. A study by Thomas Corley, author of Rich Habits, found 85% of self-made millionaires read 2 or more books per month. Wealthy individuals are more likely to read for self-improvement, 88%, compared to less wealthy individuals, 2%. Research published in the Journal of Economic Psychology shows a correlation between higher literacy rates and better financial outcomes. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, spends 80% of his day reading. Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, reads 50 books a year, attributing much of his success to continuous learning. The average person looks at reading as useless because they're just too busy. They don't have time to read. Plus, didn't they do enough reading for the formal education, their degree? Why do they need to read more books? They're uninspiring. People are never taught strategies and skills within personal growth that make a difference in their life. In the end, they have never been bought into the concept of intentionally reading as a way to get closer to their goals. You must be selective when it comes to choosing your mentors and models in your life. Today, we want to talk about a few criteria that will help you. Number one, a good mentor is a worthy example. They must not only display professional excellence and possess skill sets from which we can learn, they must also demonstrate a character worthy of emulating ourselves. As you look for role models and mentors, scrutinize their personal lives as carefully as their public performance. Your values will be influenced by theirs. So you shouldn't be too casual who you choose to follow. Number two, a good mentor, they have to be available. As I grow older, I pay less attention to what people say. I just watch what they do. For us to be actively mentored, we must have time with people to ask questions and learn from their answers. Teaching people what to do is very easy. Showing them is much more difficult. The greatest piece of advice I can give in the area of availability is that when you are looking for a mentor, don't shoot too high too soon. Spend the majority of time being mentored by people who are available, willing, and suited for the stage of your life and ministry. And as you progress in your development, find new mentors for your new level of growth. The third criteria, a good mentor has proven experience. The farther you go in the pursuit of your potential, the more new ground you will have to break. To know the road ahead, ask those who are coming back. I don't know of a successful person who hasn't learned from more experienced people. Sometimes they follow in their footsteps. Other times they use their advice to help them break new ground. But all leaders are influenced by those that they admire. Reading about them and studying their traits inevitably allows an inspiring leader to develop their own leadership traits. Remember, a mentor is someone who has already accomplished what you want to accomplish in your life. That's not to say you can't have other mentors in different facets of life who are a positive effect on you. There's nothing wrong with that. However, if you want to make your dream a reality, you can't take advice from someone who you don't want to be like. The next time someone gives you their negative opinion or criticizes you, determine if they are who you want to be like. If they aren't, then who cares what they have to say? You don't want to be like them anyway. Another criteria, a good mentor possesses wisdom. Mentors with wisdom often show us where to focus. Their understanding, experience, and knowledge help us to solve problems that we have a hard time handling on our own. Wise people often use just a few words to help us learn and develop. They open our eyes to worlds we might not have otherwise seen without their help. They help us to navigate difficult situations. They help us to see opportunities we would otherwise miss. They make us wiser than our years and experience. Another criteria, a good mentor provides friendship and support. Selfish people will assist you only insofar as it advances their own agenda. Good mentors provide friendship, support, unselfishly working to help you reach your greatest potential. Great things happen whenever we stop seeing ourselves as God's gift to others and begin seeing others as God's gift to us. If the person who offers to mentor you doesn't really support you, offer you friendship, then the relationship will always fall short of your expectation. Knowledge without support is sterile. Advice without friendship feels cold. Candor without care is harsh. However, when you're being helped by someone who cares for you, it is emotionally gratifying and satisfying. Growth comes from both the head and the heart. Only supportive people are willing to share both with you. Most all of my mentors started because we shared common values and common goals. We had common attitudes, outlooks on life, desires, but realized there was a mutual benefit to work together. Over time, because you start to closely communicate, you will find some of the strongest friendship bonds will be formed in this mentor-mentoree relationship. I think a mutual respect and bond is formed during the journey that lasts a lifetime, as long as parties' morals, values, and integrity are never broken. Another criteria to go by, a good mentor is a coach who makes a difference in people's lives. A coach is someone who cares and carries this valued special relationship from where they are to where they want to be. Coaches make a difference in other people's lives. They help them grow. They improve their potential. They increase their productivity. They are essential to helping people affect positive change. You will never maximize your potential in any area without coaching. It's impossible. You may be good and you may even be better than everyone else, but without outside input, you will never be as good as you could be. We all do better when someone's watching us and evaluating us. Self-evaluation, of course, is very helpful, but evaluation from someone else is absolutely essential. The process of growing with help of a mentor usually follows this pattern. It begins with an awareness. Then you realize that you need help and that following yourself is not a great option for effective personal growth. When a person comes to such realization, one of two things can happen. The first is the person's pride can swell up and they can bring themselves to ask for another person's advice. The other reaction is an awareness to humble yourself and to ask for help. The people you follow, the models you emulate, the mentors you take advice from, help to shape you. If you spend your time with people who subtract from you, belittle you, or undervalue you, then every step forward that you attempt to take is going to be difficult. But if you find wise leaders, good role models, and positive friends, you will find that they spend time in your journey. They will help you advance your journey. Remember, the people who you habitually spend time with are 95% of the reason you will have success or failure in life. They will either raise you up to become better or tear you down to remain average. I feel this is the number one factor that people need to be focused on when talking about factors outside of yourself. I have found in my own life that mentors have been the greatest multiplication of my talents, the greatest addition of my gifts, and the greatest motivation for moving forward. They've been a constant source of inspiration and motivation, and I challenge you to pray carefully, select wisely, and to seek diligently someone that can help you in each and every important area of your life. Find mentors that can help you in every aspect of your life. It's okay to have mentors that help you in ministry, mentors that can help you in your marriage, mentors that can help you raising your kids, mentors that can help you financially. Maybe you need help with your health. Maybe you can find a coach or a mentor that can help you with your health and fitness and exercise and eating right. But you will find every area of your life will substantially and exponentially increase when you have someone who's your mentor, your coach in life. Thank you for joining in on this lesson today.